SkillUp English.
To speak with confidence, lead with excellence. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SkillUp English. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Adam. Today, we're going to help you talk about your daily routine in English. You know, describing what you do every day from morning to night.
Exactly. Whether you're chatting with friends, doing a job interview, or just making small talk, knowing how to describe your daily activities is super useful. So let's dive right in. Adam, why don't you start by telling me, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Well, the very first thing I do is hit the snooze button. But after I finally drag myself out of bed, I usually check my phone for messages. What about you, Sophia?
Oh, I'm guilty of the snooze button too. But once I'm up, I immediately make my bed. There's an expression we use, the early bird catches the worm. It means people who start their day early are more successful. Making my bed helps me feel productive right away.
That's a great habit. So after you make your bed, what's next? Do you head straight to the kitchen or do you freshen up first?
I always freshen up first. That means washing my face and brushing my teeth. Then I get dressed before heading to the kitchen. I can't start my day without a proper morning routine. How about you? What does your morning routine look like?
Pretty similar, actually. After checking my phone, I take a quick shower to wake myself up. By the way, listeners, we often use take a shower instead of have a shower in American English. Both are correct, though. Then I get dressed and head downstairs for breakfast.
Breakfast is so important. What do you usually have? Are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Definitely coffee. I can't function without my morning cup of coffee. I usually have it with some toast and scrambled eggs. There's a nice idiom here. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It means you need energy to kickstart your morning properly.
Absolutely. I'm more of a tea person myself. I typically have green tea with oatmeal and some fresh fruit. While I'm eating, I often browse through the news on my tablet, just to catch up on what's happening in the world.
That's smart. So after breakfast, what time do you usually leave for work? Do you have a long commute?
I try to block out my mornings for deep work. That's when I'm most focused and creative. Deep work refers to concentrating on demanding tasks without distractions. Then in the afternoons, I attend meetings or collaborate with my team. I find this schedule works best for my productivity.
That makes sense. Do you take a lunch break or do you just eat at your desk?
Oh, I always take a proper lunch break, usually around noon or 1 p.m. I either bring lunch from home or grab something from a nearby cafe. Taking a break helps me recharge. Recharge means to rest and regain energy, like charging a battery.
Good point. I should probably do that more often. I tend to eat lunch at my desk while working, which isn't the healthiest habit. Sometimes I'll order takeout. That means food you order from a restaurant to eat somewhere else, not dine in.
Yeah, you should really step away from your desk. So after work ends, what do you do? Do you head straight home or do you have evening activities?
It depends. Some days I go straight home, but twice a week I hit the gym after work. Hit the gym is a casual way to say go to the gym. I try to stay active because sitting at a desk all day isn't great for my health.
That's excellent. Exercise is so important. I don't go to the gym, but I do yoga at home about 3 times a week. It helps me unwind after a busy day. Unwind means to relax and release tension.
Yoga sounds wonderful. So once you're home and you've done your workout or yoga, what's your evening routine like? Do you cook dinner yourself?
Most nights, yes. I enjoy cooking. It's therapeutic for me. I usually prepare something simple like pasta, stir-fry, or a salad. While I'm cooking, I often have music playing in the background. Do you cook, Adam, or are you more of a takeout person?
I'm getting better at cooking. I try to cook at least 4 nights a week, but I'll admit, on busy days, I order food delivery. After dinner, I usually do the dishes and tidy up the kitchen. Tidy up means to clean and organize a space.
Good for you. So after dinner and cleaning up, how do you spend your evenings? Do you watch TV, read, or work on hobbies?
I like to wind down by watching a TV series or a movie. Sometimes I read for a bit before bed. Wind down is similar to unwind. It means to relax gradually before sleeping. What about you? Are you a night owl or do you go to bed early?
I'm definitely not a night owl. Night owl describes someone who stays up late at night. I prefer going to bed around 10 or 10:30 p.m. Before bed, I spend about 30 minutes reading. It helps me disconnect from screens and fall asleep more easily.
That's a healthy habit. I should probably do the same. I tend to scroll through social media before bed, which I know isn't great. So your bedtime routine is pretty consistent then?
Yes, consistency is key for good sleep. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and sometimes do a quick skincare routine. Then I set my alarm for the next morning and finally crawl into bed. Crawl into bed is an informal, cozy way to say get into bed.
I love that expression. My bedtime routine is similar. Brush teeth, set my alarm, and maybe read for a few minutes. Before I know it, I'm fast asleep. And then the whole routine starts over again the next day.
Exactly. It's funny how our days follow similar patterns, isn't it? Now, let's talk about weekends for a moment, because they're a bit different from weekdays. Adam, how does your weekend routine differ from your weekday routine?
Weekends are much more relaxed. I sleep in a bit. Sleep in means to wake up later than usual. Instead of rushing through breakfast, I take my time and maybe make pancakes or a big brunch. Then I catch up on errands. Catch up on means to do things you've been postponing.
Same here. I also sleep in on weekends. It's such a treat. I use Saturday mornings to do laundry, grocery shopping, and clean the apartment. There's an expression, save the best for last. I save fun activities for Sunday when all my chores are done.
That's smart planning. So on Sundays, what fun things do you do?
I love going for walks in the park, meeting friends for coffee, or trying out new restaurants. Sometimes I have a lazy Sunday. Lazy Sunday means a relaxed day with no particular plans, just lounging around at home. It's all about balance.
Balance is definitely important. I also meet up with friends on Sunday too. Maybe we'll watch a sports game or have a barbecue if the weather's nice. Then Sunday evening, I prepare for the week ahead. Meal prep, organize my schedule, that sort of thing.
Meal prep is such a lifesaver during busy weeks. All right, before we wrap up, let's review some useful phrases for talking about daily routines. Adam, can you start us off?
Sure. Remember to use time expressions like usually, typically, every day, on weekdays, and on weekends. These help describe how often you do something. For example, I usually wake up at 7 a.m., or on weekends, I sleep in until 9.
Perfect. Also use sequencing words to organize your routine clearly. Words like first, then, after that, next, and finally help listeners follow your day step by step. For instance, first I wake up, then I take a shower. After that, I have breakfast.
Great point. And don't forget phrasal verbs. They're super common when describing routine. We mentioned wake up, get dressed, head out, wind down, and tidy up. These make your English sound more natural and fluent.
Absolutely. And remember those idioms we talked about? The early bird catches the worm, hit the gym, night owl, and sleep in. Using the idioms shows advanced English skills and makes conversations more colorful and interesting.
One more thing. Practice describing your routine out loud. Don't just think about it, actually speak it. This builds your confidence and fluency. You can even record yourself and listen back to check your pronunciation and grammar.
Excellent advice, Adam. And listeners, try to ask others about their routines too. Questions like, what time do you usually wake up? Or what do you do after work? Are great conversation starters and help you practice both speaking and listening.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope this conversation gave you lots of useful vocabulary and phrases for talking about your daily routine in English.
Remember, everyone's routine is different, so make it personal to you. Practice describing your own day using the expressions we covered today. The more you practice, the more natural it will become.
Thanks so much for listening to SkillUp English. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with friends who are learning English too.
And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment telling us about your daily routine. We'll read them and maybe feature some in future episodes. Until next time, keep practicing and keep improving.
Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.